You have 3 questions, I have 3 answers. 2 of which are going to be from the Phoenix. But first question, which do I prefer, Domino's or Pizza Hut? I like both. While Domino's don't do the whole restaurant setup, their pizzas, are one of the best around. The same regards to Pizza Hut. I mean, they're good for different reasons, but they're good equally, and Domino's are really good around Christmas time. As for what Pizza Hut are like around Christmas time, not my place to say, but I like them equally. Question 2, like I say, these last 2 are from the Phoenix. Since it too has its 30th anniversary this year, what is your opinion on the movie The Terminator? When I first saw this movie in 94, which was its 10th anniversary by that stage, I was probably a little bit too young to understand the graphic tone of the movie and the sort of nature that went on. But as time has gone on, I've come to appreciate that movie just a little bit more, and it's in some ways it's a very cautionary tale of what could happen if we put too much faith in technology and artificial intelligence. Not to say that the idea that Kit from Knight Rider could be part of Cyberdyne, although that in its own nature is somewhat disturbing. Just the idea of Kit going on laser. Sarah Connor, I must kill Sarah Connor. Or, like I say, something of that nature. But the first movie was extremely well written. James Cameron did a phenomenal job with that movie, considering the shoestring budget he was on in comparison to what they work with movies today. And Arnold had already kind of made a name for himself at that stage with things like Conan the Barbarian, but this one put him on the map. Similar regard with Linda Hamilton, but the guy who played Kyle Reese, he only seemed to get these... Michael Biehn, excuse me. He only seemed to get parts here and there, and he was the leading protagonist in that, so it's like, damn. But yeah, 30 years on, still an amazing movie, and it's one of those movies where it was ahead of its time, no pun intended. And the final question. In close brackets, you didn't think I wasn't going to ask a Sonic question, eh? XD. Typical. If you have read or caught up with the recent Archie Sonic issues, which character design do you like the most? Sally, Bunny, Nicole, Rotor, etc. As a bonus, even though there's so few so far, which new character do you like most and why? I haven't been reading most of the Archie series because, now when I say I don't have time for comic books, it's not because of disinterest or no love for it. It's because I just don't have the time, capably and physically. Because of working full time and doing these media projects, I can only devote so much of my free time to be able to do one thing and then the next. So, I'd love to spend more time reading these. The only 2 issues of Sonic Archies I have is where they're exploring the Sonic Unleashed adaptation. I'll probably get a lot of flack for this, but I actually like Sally Acorn's updated design, purely because, it's something fresh, it's something different, and I like what they've done is they've taken the design that pretty much everyone knows, but they've just added bits and pieces. I know people say, oh no, she's wearing clothes. It's like, yeah, what of it? It's like, as long as the character is still true and still likable to what we've known her from before, then who cares? Seriously. And I do like Nicole's Lynx design. It's just nice that she's actually got a physical form to work with and not just being a voice on Sally's mini computer. I actually like the fact that she actually has a physical form to work with. And apparently on DeviantArt, people like to ship her and Tails together. Whatever floats your boat. those have been your 3 questions. You know the usual shtick. Send a question to one of the social media links in the outro, comment section below, and I'll see you next time.